Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to be practicing polar coordinates. So first, a recap of Cartesian coordinates. Those are the x and y coordinates. If we move x changes the horizontal component, and y changes the vertical component. So let's make sure we understand how this works for polar coordinates. So we want to understand what an r theta pair looks like. And if you look at this picture, the grid has changed. In the past, we were using Cartesian coordinate pictures, and in this time, we're using the polar coordinate pictures. What we've done right now is we've fixed theta to be pi over 4. That's this line right here. And if we change r back and forth, take a look and see what happens. So this is changing the radius of the point. So we've fixed the angle, but we're changing the radius. Next one. Okay, so now, remember we're looking at r and theta, but in this time we're fixing what r is. Let's see what happens when we change theta back and forth. As we change theta back and forth and we fix the radius, then our point moves around and around this circle of radius too. If we move to the right, if we increase theta, then the point moves around counterclockwise. If we decrease theta, the point moves around clockwise. And so now let's say we wanted to figure out this point here, A, but write it in polar coordinates. What we'd like to be able to do is we'd like to move our r and move our theta in such a way that we land on this point. So let's try to think about how we might do that. All right, play around, try to figure out what's happening. We have our theta. We have to move our theta. We have to move our theta so that it lines up with the A first. There we go. And then we can move out here. And then at this point, now we are at the right place. Something that's a little confusing here is this theta value. It's like this decimal 2.356. Why is it that? Well, it has to do with what the radius is here, or sorry, what is the angle here in radians. And you can see here on this chart, if we zoom in a little bit, we can see that this angle right here is 3 pi over 4. So that's 45 degrees, 90 degrees, 135 degrees in degrees, but in radians that's 3 pi over 4. So if I type this in here as 3 pi over 4, and you can see that that is indeed the right spot. Okay, I'm going to move it back and put it back as the slider. But different values of the radius are going to give us, different values of the angle are going to give us different points on that circle. And if you're interested in plotting your own point in terms of r and theta, well, you need to do that in terms of the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate, and you can write that down in this way. All right, next one. So describe how you can identify the values of r and theta of a point on the polar grid. What did we do last in the last page? How did we make that work? Well, I think what we did is we figured out, well, what's the right angle and what's the radius for getting out to that angle. So first identify theta by determining the correct angle, then figure out the right distance from the origin, or the radius, r. Okay, next. Plot the points using the radius and an angle in the standard position. I'm not quite sure what that means. I think I should probably delete that. But let's look at this. What we'd like to do is we'd like to figure out where is P, where is O, where is L, where is A, where is R. So let's think about P. So in this picture, our angles are on this chart here. It looks like P is at the angle pi over 2. I'm going to put that in here. And the radius is how many steps outward we walk. This is 5, so this looks like it's 2 steps. So if I put in 2 pi over 2, that gets me to this point, P. All right, so why don't you try to fill out the rest of these, and I'll put this on pause, and then come back and I'll go through how to figure out each of them. Okay, for O, we need to look at this angle, and this angle is the angle pi, so I'm going to put that as my theta. And then how many steps outward did I walk? I walked 1, 2, 3 steps outward, so that's 3 comma pi is the r comma theta pair. All right, for L, okay, so this one's a little bit more tricky. We have to go all the way over here. This is pi, and then this angle, this 45 degrees, is pi over 4. So I could just write pi plus pi over 4. Or I could think of that, well, pi is 4 pi's over 4, and 1 more pi over 4 is 5 pi over 4. All right, now how many steps out is that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4 steps out. Okay, yep, that landed in the right spot. A is all the way around here, 3 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. And how many steps away from the origin? 1. Okay, a quick note, you could also look at this point A as being pi over 2, or 90 degrees, and walking backwards 1 step. So let's try that out. If I write theta is pi over 2, and I write A is negative 1, then that also lands on the same spot. All right, what about R? Okay, let's look at this. R goes all the way around here, and then it has a little bit more. So it's 3 pi over 2 plus a pi over 6, or 5 pi over 3. 5 pi over 3. And how many steps? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps out. And there we go. And in the same spirit of there may be multiple answers here, you could have also started out with a positive angle 0, and you could have come down pi over 3. So if instead of doing it be 5 pi over 3, if I did negative pi over 3, then that would also work. This angle is negative pi over 3, and you come out 6 steps. All right. Here's one more practice if you feel like you would like the practice with these with these polar coordinates. If you're feeling a little uncomfortable, try them out. Try to figure out how to get all these points lined up. All right, that's it for this video. See you soon.